Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I review the latest movies and documentaries. Today, I'm going to talk about Superhost movie. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to watch this video until the end, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. What is this story of a couple who used to visit different beautiful places, and give reviews about the houses built there for their YouTube channel? Used to run a channel named Superhost. Earlier his channel was very famous, but gradually his subscribers and people watching his videos were decreasing. His conditions were very bad. Now in the next video, this Teddy asks his wife Claire to give him a ring. His next place was a beautiful house built on the mountains where he wanted to go for a month, and that house was always booked. But this time he got that house. Now Teddy and Claire go inside the house and try to open it. But the password on the main door was not opening the door. Claire tries to open it again and again, but it doesn't open. Now he dialed the number of the owner of that house, but her phone was also not working. That's why both of them come out and start making videos for their channel. Both of them were making videos, but suddenly the mistress of the house, whose name was Rabika, comes behind them. Both of them were scared of him because his way of laughing was very drony. She tells them that I have seen you guys from my security camera. He tells him that the door of the house is not opening even after setting the password. To which she answers him, "Oh yes, I remembered that the first people who came into the house did not want to leave this house. That's why because of them I had to change the court and forgot to inform you about the new court. Come on, let's go inside." She enters the code and opens the door. The house was as beautiful as Claire and Teddy had heard about it. Here Teddy had started looking at the house, and Claire takes out her camera and starts interviewing the owner of the house, Rabika. But she refuses. Claire tells her, "Maybe you should know about this, that we are YouTubers, but you can give us an interview, and maybe if you tell us about yourself, our subscribers will also increase." Claire convinced Rebecca for an interview. Now she starts making her videos. Then Teddy comes there and tells Rebecca that the flash in the bathroom is not working. She says that tomorrow morning I will get some tools and fix it. Saying this she leaves from there. Now after he leaves, Claire and Daddy start recording videos of the house. They record everything from the bed to the oven, but at the same time they also tell some strange things about this house. Like there being no curtains on any of the windows, despite there being no security cameras and no cats. There was a room made for cats, and it was written outside the store that you cannot go inside here. These two make all the videos. When she watches later, she doesn't like the player, but still she tells Teddy that it's okay, you upload it, but the signal was a little weak there. That's why her video was taking time to upload. Then both of them come to the balcony and talk about their bad conditions. Teddy says whatever the circumstances, we both will always be together, and then goes to sleep. Claire had fallen asleep, but Daddy can't sleep. That's why he gets up and first watches the video on the laptop which was not uploaded yet. After this, he goes to the balcony to enjoy the open air, but then his eyes fall on Rebecca standing in the middle of the road. Her eyes were shining in the dark, and she was bringing the elephant to Daddy standing far away. But then it becomes clear there. When he looks at the roll, Rabe was missing from there. Seeing all this he was feeling a little irritated. He gets worried. Well, he had gone to sleep at 12. When morning came, Teddy received a message from YouTube. His channel was closed. Claire says that maybe our channel might have been closed because of the video we made about this house yesterday. Claire calls YouTube's helpline. But then Rebecca was there, who had come to fix the flash in the bathroom, and was talking to Claire on the phone. Despite seeing, she starts talking. On this, Claire says that I am very busy, you go inside and talk to Teddy. Now she comes inside and starts fixing the flash in the bathroom. When he was not well, Rebecca was loudly and angrily correcting him. Looking at him it seemed as if he was very angry and had a crazy attitude. But when Teddy comes, she is completely fine. Puch says, "I am ashamed that you are facing difficulties here. Please don't tell anything wrong about my house on your YouTube channel." Saying this she leaves. Then Teddy and Claire go into the woods, where Claire tells him that our channel is about to be closed, and yet we are still making videos. This is not an intellectual recession. We should leave this work. On this Daddy says that clearly I like making videos with you. I do not do all this for money, but she asks to go back, and after saying this she left him and came back home. After coming home, she checks all the pictures taken, in which she notices that Ravika Kachera was looking a little scary and strange in every video. That same night, when both of them were sleeping, they woke up to a strange sound coming from outside. When they went and checked, there was no one outside. Claire asks Daddy to check the alarm, he was also absolutely fine. Just then he hears sounds from the bathroom. When Teddy goes and looks, he finds someone's fake teeth there, and the children's duty was also fixed. Then now all the things seemed very strange to him. Well, now this servant goes to sleep. When he wakes up in the morning, he gets a message from YouTube informing him that his channel has recovered. His mood improved a bit after reading that message. When they went downstairs and saw that Rabe was making breakfast for both of them. She says, "You had to face a lot of problems in my house, that is why I thought of making a fun snack for you." After this, Claire and he have breakfast together. Claire likes cooked breakfast. "He started liking everything about you." She jokingly looks at the camera and thanks Rebecca. Just then a voice comes from the camera, "Most welcome." She is surprised to hear this. He came to know. Then Rabe was not only watching them continuously, but also listening to them. Both of them wanted to tell about the crazy mistress, i.e. Rebecca, in their next video. But Claire says that she must be listening to us. That's why Teddy switches off the camera there. When they start the video, a stone falls from the window which does not hit Teddy. When both of them went outside and saw that there was a woman there who was the second owner of this house. She tells them, "Because of you the demand for our house has reduced in the market because you spoke wrongly about our house. That's why I didn't get your channel shut down either." Just then Rebecca comes there. The woman tells him that she is spoiling our business, but Rabe was not ready to listen to her. That's why she threatens him. She says, "You go from here, otherwise I will call the police." She was shouting a lot at that woman. That's why the woman gets scared and goes away from there. After she leaves, Rebecca tells both of them, "I have some free time, if you both want, you can interview me." Rebecca gets a little upset while sitting in front of the camera, but she completely recovered after screaming loudly. Now when Teddy asks questions, she tells that this house belongs to my dad, and I believe that this house should not remain empty. That is why I keep renting this house and I live in a small house nearby. So that I can keep an eye on this house. What I remember most is the bad couple who kept me with them. After telling this much, she started crying. That's why Teddy also has to stop the interview here. When she was watching Claire at night, Claire says, "I don't think Rebecca talks like a crazy person, and I think we should make more videos of this. People will love this madness." Saying this, she goes to sleep. After some time, we see Rebecca looking at both of them angrily from the window. Looking at her, it seemed as if she was able to hear everything Claire was saying. Next morning, when both of them go for a walk in the forest again, Teddy asks Claire to turn off the camera and says, "I love you very much." "Will do." She says, "Then tell me this in front of everyone," but Teddy got angry on this, because he did not want to tell anything about his life to the whole world on social media. That is why he was going back home. When he starts to leave, Claire stops him. She says, "Forgive me, I was wrong, you think right." After this, when both of them go home, they go and see each other. His laptop was lying on the ground, in which Rebecca's interview was going on, and there was also a bed nearby. Teddy feels strange seeing all this. He says clearly, "There is something strange in this house, we should leave from here." Should have gone but was clearly not prepared to go. She says, "Daddy, please stay here for a few more days. Neither will we make a very good video here," but as soon as the security camera turns towards them, along with the sound, she also changes her mind, and both of them run away and sit in the car with all their belongings. After leaving there, they thought themselves safe, but after going a little further, they saw Parko standing in the middle of the road. Due to which he has to stop his car. She was not too upset to see them, but told them to come with me to some distance with the camera. "I want to give you a surprise." Teddy does not want to go with her, but Claire says, "Let's go, we will get some more videos of Rebecca on this pretext." Claire says, "If our views increase, then we will not need to take loan from anyone." That is why now both of them follow her with their cameras. Now at the beginning of the video, Rebecca speaks exactly as Claire and Teddy used to speak. As they were going after her, she was making dangerous sounds and jumping in strange ways in the forest. Then she starts scaring them by laughing like crazy. Eventually they reached the place where Rebecca had kept a price just for them, and the surprising thing was that she was the second owner of the same house. Rebecca had made him sit tied up. His hands and feet were tied and his mouth was taped. Then Rebecca takes out a knife and asks the player to make a video and says, "I will regret that both of you did not have much fun here. That's why this is a surprise for you." First she takes off her jacket and hangs it on a tree, and then while apologizing to the other mistress, she passes the knife across her face, and then continuously stabs her in the stomach, due to which she died. Seeing all this, Teddy gets so scared that he runs away. Rebecca was madly recording herself on his camera and then started chasing him. Both of them did not run towards their car because they felt that Rebecca would be waiting for them there. That's why they again run towards the house and close the door there. Now Teddy tries to call the police, but due to the signal he has to go outside again. But there they were hearing the voices of Rebecca, who was chasing them like crazy. He quickly goes inside the house again. Now they close the door, and then they see Rebecca outside, who was looking at them in a scary manner. She had the keys of their car in her hand. She was reading them slowly. When she comes near the door, Claire tells her, "Look, we will not tell anyone about what we saw in the forest. Please let us go from here." After hearing this from Reb, she left from there. Then Claire goes to the store where it was forbidden to go, so that she can find another way out of this house. On the other hand, Teddy was keeping an eye on Rebecca. On the other hand, when she goes to the store, Claire sees a bed and some food items there. She had understood that Rebecca had lied to them that she lived in a nearby house, but she used to live here, and she was staying here and keeping an eye on them through the camera. Claire was able to see on a big screen of the computer that Teddy was keeping an eye on Rebecca by picking up a rod. Then she heard Rebecca's voice there. She tells that earlier a man came to live in my house with his cat. I killed him too because he didn't want me to be with him. Was not able to hear these things clearly. Then she sees that the internet is working quite well here. So now she has made a video and uploaded it so that it can be sent to the police immediately. My life is in danger. This video was just being uploaded. Sometimes Rebecca goes from behind. As she tells that I have installed a microphone in this house, I can easily listen to the conversations of all the tenants here. You used to call me crazy, didn't you? Outside, Teddy was still looking at the camera. Then he gets a sound from the store which was to scream Claire. When he goes there and sees it, Rebecca was holding Claire's hair tightly and was sitting with a knife to kill her. She cuts the wrong chalk of Claire in front of Dottie. Seeing this, where does Teddy run outside to save himself? Rebecca was catching her or going behind her when she stabs her with a knife too. Now due to the knife, the Dottie was injured. He was not even going to run properly. If he falls on the ground, then I also came out of raid from the intelligence store there. Seeing him, Dottie runs again. Now she was making a video behind him. She was also talking like a YouTuber that she has done 2 hunting today, 1 is still left. Teddy had lost a lot of blood. He collides with something while going. When he sees, there was the corpse of the same man and cat who was killed by Rebecca earlier. Seeing all this, Teddy was even more scared. Now he runs towards his car, but the door of the car was closed. He also calls the police, then the car starts speaking loudly. Due to Jess, he was having trouble calling. The voices from the car were coming from pressing Rebecca's remote again and again. Rebecca wanted to get her entangled in such a way that when Rebecca reaches her, she sees that the Teddy was going to die with the help of a Teddy car. Now Rabe first removes the ring from Teddy's pocket and wears it in her finger which she wanted to give to Claire. Then she kills her by killing it with a knife. She came back to her house after putting her corpse in the car. She comes back and washes hands full of her phone. Then takes the ring out of her hand and puts it in the chain of her neck. Then she goes and sees in the store. The video that was made by Claire was uploaded. I had asked for a mother. Seeing this, Rabe gets a little disturbed, but it is a little comforted by reading the comments of the viewers, because everyone was understanding that this Claire is doing all this drama to teach his view. Nobody was believing that. Rebecca becomes happy after seeing this. She left the video moving on the computer and went to the smile and went to hide the corpse of Claire. So this was the story of Rebecca's Sigh, the story of Pagel, which you used to kill the losing tenant in the house. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.